back to your characters, who we have spent so much time creating and spending with. Whoops, we didn't want to look at that yet.
Don't look at it, guys. Don't look at it.
Absorb all the information.
I'm seeing tables.
I mean, yeah, don't look.
I mean, no, yeah.
I forgot how that worked. We're gonna. That's not what I wanted. So yeah, we'll leave you guys there. So we're gonna come back to your guys' characters. And you guys have all kind of participated in an act of heroism. Heroism.
There you go.
In fact, you guys, as we had kind of talked about before, your three heroes, you all kind of just showed up at this gas leak explosion in the city, Virtue City, the city of virtue, as people like to call it. There was a gas leak explosion. The infrastructure is still not great. It's been a year since the Battle of the Heart happened, which wasn't just the containment team going in, but it was also, Containment Team Alpha, all of the support teams that were around them trying to draw off the Eldritch. It was a really big team effort. It was a truly pitched battle, but again, it was Captain Sion, Hatter, and Amazimu that really got most of the credit for the victory there. Okay. So it's been a year. People have been rebuilding, struggling to continue to move on with their lives after. And part of that is rebuilding infrastructure. Unfortunately, a gas leak exploded, or a gas main exploded. And you three responded. You happened to be there, or somebody had mentioned that it was happening. Whatever the case may be, you all showed up. You all made a concerted effort, and you helped the mayor's aide. What was the mayor's aide again, Cal? What was his name?
Oh, the mayor's aide was Scott. Come on, I made 3 names already.
His name is Name Generator.
Yeah, name Generator.
His name is Scott Generator.
Scott Generator.
Yeah, that's a good name. All right.
Wonder how we came up with that one.
We're making memes here, people. He's the mayor's aide. That's right. He was there. He was in danger. He almost had a building fall on him. But you guys saved the day. And for that, he put you in contact with the mayor, and the mayor was like, yeah, you guys are all fantastic people. You're all heroes. You saved poor Mr. Generator. He's a coward. You deserve honors. And we need people like you fighting for this city. So the mayor, Artemis Watkins is his name. I won't make you up another name yet.
Thank you, Fenwick. We appreciate
that. He is now standing before you. You guys are on stage. You're on the dais, just raised above. You each have a guest invited in your honor. Squid, you're playing your character's name, which I have in front of me somewhere. Gavin Rhodes, the Void Smith.
Yeah.
Who do you have with you? Your roommate, right?
Yes, my roommate, which I totally remember his name.
Whose name is Stuart Lloyd, is that right?
Stuart Lloyd, that's right. Yeah, bad memory, but I got it back. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have Stuart Lloyd. He's sitting up there in the front row, just like, yeah, Gavin, go, yeah, woo. Peace, who is Alexis Swanson. You have your aunt, and what's her name again?
Erica Swanson.
Erica Swanson. And then Cal, or Henrik Evans. You have your military friend, is that right?
Yeah. Clark Peterson.
Clark Peterson. All right, yeah. So they're all sitting in the front row, just there to support you and be in your corner. And before you is Mayor Watkins, and so you've met him a couple times at this point. It's been a couple weeks since the explosion. Once was kind of just like a meet and greet, like, hey, how are you? This is what we expect of you. This is the privileges you'll be granted. And would you like to form this super team together and, fight the good fight for us? So he is standing before you. He's got white hair. He's in his early 60s, but his hair is just completely white. He's standing with his back to you, so you can really see that he has a nice full head of hair. He's got a clean suit. He looks really sharp, and he stands very, very straight. He is not one who has ever been known to slouch before. He's very firm. He's very zealous in his defense of the city, and it comes across in the way that he speaks. And he's speaking now to you guys. And before he finishes up his speech here, what was your superhero team name?
The backup.
The backup. Yeah, you guys are known now, will be known as the backup. So Mayor Watkins here, he's giving a speech, and he's been going for a few minutes. It's not been crazy long, but he's clearly wrapping up. As we stand here today, of all days, I know how blessed we are to have such zealous defenders of not only this city, but of the world. Here before you stands the backup, worthy and respected heroes on their own merit. Together, they represent the best we have to offer. Just as together, we citizens lift up our neighbors and restore the world. 1 year ago today, we emerged from the shadow of the Eldritch. Already we have made astounding progress. And with the help of the backup, the next year and the next will only get brighter still. The crowd applauds. You know, he's a very skilled orator. They've been riding the ride.
I got chills down my spine.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
So you know, he kind of just gives a little bow, just acknowledging that, like, it's about them. It's not about him. And he kind of extends his hand to you guys, gesturing, and the applause get louder. Do I have party music? I wish I had party music on. I didn't have that. I had all this spooky music, but I didn't have any party music. All right. Wait, do I? There we go.
Oh.
All right. So the applause fades, and you guys all kind of come down and meeting and greeting people. You guys are still kind of as a collective unit here. So you're kind of together. Your friends are kind of off to the side, so they haven't kind of come, letting you kind of do your thing. The mayor's standing with you, and up comes to you guys Captain Scion.
All right.
And she's gonna turn to she's gonna look at Peace, and she's gonna reach out to shake your hand. What would you...
Alexis freezes and just stares at Captain Scion with such awe. And she tries to speak, but she thinks she's been frozen by Captain Scion because she's in such awe and wonder that this amazing person is coming up to her. So she just kind of stares at.
Would you like to try and roll to talk to her?
Okay, so rolling for rapport. Oh, so just roll for rapport.
Yeah. So I think you have it on your skills, so you can go ahead and roll.
I have a pretty good rapport. Modifier?
I'm gonna go ahead and give you an option here. I will let you take a fate point if I invoke your baby hero aspect to give you a -2 to your.
Oh God. Okay. So -2 for modifier.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
All right. So you got a 2.
Yeah.
So you stammer out like you really feel her hand, and you like really feel her hand, like it's a lot softer than you thought, honestly. Like you're just really enthralled.
Yeah.
She's gonna shake your hand, kind of normally. She's probably used to this kind of treatment. And just say thank you, Miss Swanson. I really appreciate what you've done for the city. It means a lot to have defenders like yourself here fighting with us. She's gonna let go. Are you gonna be in control enough to let go of her hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna let it go immediately and just kind of put my arms behind my back and just think she knows my name, and just kind of just be like not able to control myself. So I'm just shaking this, looking at it still.
All right. Yeah, and then she's gonna go to uh, Cal. I'm gonna use your names and your characters' names interchangeably here. She's gonna go to Cal and be like, "Mr. Evans, it's nice to meet you." And she's gonna extend her hand.
And he just immediately goes to a military salute.
And she's gonna also, without missing a beat, she's gonna transition to a salute. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, he's just thank you, man. It's an honor.
The honor's mine, Mr. Evans. Thank you for all that you've done and for all that you continue to do for the city. And then she'll turn to Gavin Rhodes.
I kind
and
of
reach out her hand.
I kind of elbow Henrik.
Henrik.
Henrik. I kind of elbow Henrik, and I give her a salute as well.
She let's see. Can you roll? What would you roll there? Let's see. What are you rolling? You're gonna roll rapport.
I don't have a rapport, but I can put that in average.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you spell that? That'll work. Modifiers.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you got a 1 skill. She's gonna. There's like a hint of a smile like on the corner of her mouth, but she's not like reacting any other way.
Mm.
She's gonna give you a salute, but it's not gonna be quite as crisp as the one she gave to Henrik there.
I'll take it.
And then she's gonna kind of give you the same line. Clearly, she's not super invested in this. She's here because she feels like she should be. But again, thank you for what you've done and for what you continue to do. We appreciate the support, and I look forward to seeing you out in the city. Anything you want to say to her while she's here?
Thank you, ma'am. I'm kind of scared now because it was like a half-ass salute, so I'm like, okay, she's serious.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna go over to the mayor, and they're gonna talk. They're gonna move a little bit away from you guys. Yeah, probably just outside of earshot, I would say. So probably about 10 feet or so. You can just kind of see that they're talking pretty normally. Normal speaking volumes. It doesn't seem on the surface like they're talking about anything too important. At this point, unless you would like to do anything, your friends are going to come up.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, you can totally drink. There's a full bar.
Ooh.
No, Henrik's not much of a drinker.
Okay. I'm just curious. Is Alexis old enough to drink? This is in the US, so it would be about 21.
She'd be like 19, going
Okay.
on 20.
Gotcha. Okay. So your friends all come up. They kind of just as a unit are greeting you guys, just shaking each other's hands. You've all met before. This is kind of as part of the build up to this, you guys have existed in the same space. So you're familiar with each other. You kind of know the basics of each other, who's who, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Alexis, your aunt is going to hug you and just say, "I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Look at you now."
Alexis feels a wave of warmth, but she's still struggling with the reveal that her aunt isn't really her aunt. So she's warm towards her aunt, but she's still kind of standoffish. So she gives her a hug and says thank you, and then proceeds to gush that Captain Scion is her vicinity and knows her name, and her aunt just kind of, you can see it glaze over, like she's stopped paying attention because she's heard this speech 1,000 times.
What about Henrik and Gavin? Have you guys heard this? Have you heard her gushing about how much she loves Captain Scion?
I mean, does she stop? Does she ever stop gushing?
Does she?
Probably not. No,
okay, so you've
probably
heard
the
this.
love of her young life.
I think we're both like scoffing to ourselves. We're like, "What the hell?" Again.
Yeah. Are you gonna say anything to her about this?
No, it's common knowledge now. I think we're just gonna
Just gonna let it pass. Just
Yeah.
yep, it is what it is. That's just Alexis being Alexis.
Yep.
Okay. Gavin, your roomie is going to give you like a solid high five.
All right.
Okay, so how about the $20 that you owe me?
What are you talking about?
You know, the $20 for the pizza the other day.
I
You
didn't.
know,
Eat.
now that you're super official, you're big shot city hero.
You think they paid me?
Do they not?
I'm not gonna give you any of it.
Oh, wait a minute. So I'm not gonna see that money, is what you're telling me. Not gonna back for.
You ate 3/4 of that pizza.
He's gonna look over at Henrik, who was also there,
I'm just
Who
face
might-
palming.
who might have also had some of that pizza. I'll leave that up to you.
He looks away.
He's gonna gesture to you, like, "Do you believe this? Like, what's going on? Like, come on."
You're
He
right.
says
You're
nothing,
right.
looks away. That's
You're
it.
right. I'll get him to give me the money, and then I'll give it to you. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Is Henrik gonna respond to that?
He just stares him in the eyes.
Can you roll intimidate?
All right. Oh, do I have intimidate?
I don't think you do.
I don't.
You might want to change that out for something because that just seems like it fits. I don't
You're
know
right.
what it would be. Maybe provoke.
Folk. Yeah. You're right. Intimidate. All right.
And then squid.
Yep.
Do you want
What's
to
the
try and defend
modifier?
against this? 0.
No, I'll take whatever.
You're just gonna let it happen. You don't even notice. You're just so caught up in the moment.
Oh,
Even-
I was gonna say I look over at my buddy and I'm like, he looks so cute, doesn't he?
All right, yeah. All right, so Gavin is clearly not getting his money back anytime soon. All right, so you guys are all kind of talking amongst yourselves. You've got a little pour going, and Clark Peterson kind of walks up late. He was catching up with somebody else that he knew, and he comes up and he gives Henrik just like a solid like forearm shake, you know, not like a handshake, but like clasp the forearm kind of deal.
Right.
How I'm trying to gauge, like, what do you think? How serious is Clark? Is he like right on your level, like, oorah, son, or like is he like, hey, great job, buddy?
No, we're both pretty serious. We're not
Oh, yeah.
very
Right.
like we call each other by our last names.
Yeah, okay. He's like, so he just clasps by the forearm and just looks at you like right in the eye, and you can see you've got your male bond there.
Mhm.
You know, he's got that pride for you, and at the same time, just like, you got to make sure you do right with this. This is an opportunity, but he doesn't say any of this, but you know.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to comment on this awkward stare, as far as anyone else is concerned?
Yeah. Alexis just kind of looks at Gavin and like leans over to him and just says, "Why are they just staring at each other? Did I miss the conversation?" And she
I just kind
She
of
tries to be quiet, but just says it extremely loudly because she's still excited.
I kind of just sidestep away from Alexis.
She kind of
I
like
just-
looks at him and then like looks at herself, looks between the two, like staring at each other while grasping arms, and just looks at him again like, "What's happening? I need help with this."
Henrik's just got this eyebrow twitch going on. Doesn't break what he's doing, but he's just got this twitch when he hears that.
Is it like oh, it's like an
Yeah. So I'm gonna say maybe he takes like mental stress damage.
yeah. Oh, I lost all my pages. Why don't you roll will, and then peace. If you can roll,
Mm.
if you can roll a low rapport will cause damage. to his mental stress.
Okay.
No, you're tactful enough in it that it doesn't affect him in any serious way. But just like Henrik's just like, can't believe I agreed to do this.
This is my life now.
With these
Um,
kids.
So, you guys are talking. Your family's there. There's other people around. You guys are kind of milling about the table. There's like it's not like a auditorium style. It's kind of like a dinner theater type thing where there's just like round tables seating about 6 or so. And every now and then somebody comes up and greets you. These aren't people you know. They're just either important people or just sometimes they're just citizens. It's a very beautiful room. It's massive. It's a banquet hall style room. There's a dais with like a backstage room area, like sealed off. The only entrance is through the main doors, and everything is just decked out in gold. It's the kind of the unofficial colors of the city. Blue on like gold fringes for like all the streamers and all that stuff. The tables are all blue with gold trims. Like the skylight up ahead. Sorry.
Are there fire exits?
There is a fire exit through the very back door, through the backstage. But it would take like from the front to the back. It's really long. Like it's a big room.
Gotcha. So it'll take a couple turns to get over there. Is what you're saying?
It might take a couple turns to get over there. Yeah. As you look up, the ceiling the lights are all like chandelier, like fake chandeliers, it's like a chandelier with, instead of candles, it's got like just the tiny little light bulbs that look like flickering lights. And right next door is City Hall. So this is kind of the official civic presentation room. It's right in the heart of the city. It's very built up. And when you look up past the chandelier, you see the skylights, which there's like fairy lighting almost done around it. So it gives it like this kind of bouncing off, and it looks very almost like stars, even though it's daylight. However, as you are looking up, you hear a sound, and I would like each of you to roll notice, please. As we kind of transition to what is going to be a black screen.
Notice.
Do I just put notice in our average?
If you don't have it and you want it, yes. Otherwise, just do a mediocre.
I'll go ahead and add that to my my average.
Oh God.
Okay.
Wow, we're
no, I'm not looking too hot.
Well, could be worse. So,
terrible rolls.
So yeah, nobody
Nothing
really
happens.
nobody really notices at first, but eventually you look down and you see. Dun, 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 dun. If I can find the right button, reveal. Nope, not that one. Reveal this, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna scroll up and do over there too. Okay, bam. You see the hall.
Okay.
And in the hall there are now a bunch of people who are armed. And these are not official people, these are augurs, which are the term for anyone who is associated with Emperor. You guys, I was almost done getting you guys your tokens. Let's get you guys up here. So we've got the Voidsmith. You guys are kind of spread out a little bit between these zones. Your Voidsmith's there. We're gonna have I don't even know who that was supposed to be. I'm really...
This middle line, is that a divider between us?
Yes, that's a zone divider. So there's nothing there. It's just the space is so large that there are two zones.
Gotcha.
And
who are these people up top?
So let me just get this.
No, I
taken care of real
command you
quick.
tell me now.
No, I refuse. How about that?
Okay, keep going now. Let's go.
Henrik, and I think that was supposed to be. I don't know who that was supposed to be. Just gotta get a piece of token over here. So up top we have Mayor Watkins in the top zone right above you, and Inspector Sterling, who you have not met yet. But they are two people who are important to the scene. Captain Scion is nowhere to be seen. She left shortly after her conversation with Mayor Watkins.
Convenient.
So let's see. We got Henrik there, whose nameplate did not show up. I'm a dingus. We got the Voidsmith, and then we need Alexis. I don't have access to a lot of tokens, so we're just gonna go ahead and say that that's no, that's not. It can't be Alexis. Sure, that's gonna be Alexis. Doesn't really fit, but we're working for now.
Let's use our imaginations.
Imagination. Yeah, like and then these are just generally just so you can keep track of in which zone you're in. So the way this is going to work, you guys, all of your these guys pile in, the crowd panics. So that's these two things down below. So you can see them a little bit better here. So panics crowd. These are these are to the entire scene. There is a panics crowd, and there are skylights. These are two aspects for the scene.
Gotcha.
In the zones that you guys are in, you have tables, these banquet tables. So if you want to somehow invoke that aspect to increase your abilities, you can totally do that. And then you have Mayor Watkins and Inspector Sterling, who are standing just in the clearing right below the dais. Other than that, it's kind of just your NPC friends / family and the panicked crowd who are trying to get out, but are being blocked at this exact moment by these augurs who clearly mean ill. So they pile in. They kind of array themselves first. They're gonna. How do we roll? Peace, you're gonna be able to go first if you want to do anything
Okay.
before they make any other actions. You do so.
I turn to my aunt and just say, "Stay back and try and find a corner and hide." And I run to the front of the crowd to try and like get between the augurs and the crowd and like try and keep a divide between them.
Okay, so you kind of come up here, like
Yeah.
face off against them.
Yeah, and just like I'm yelling like, "Get behind, like get back, get away from me." Just go back. That's all I'm saying to the crowd.
Yeah. Okay, just get back, stay behind me, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't want to take any other actions against.
I'll take action. So.
Well, so the reason I ask is because you can try and roll to get them to not be panicked anymore,
Oh, okay.
or you can make an action to try and like attack or hold for a defense or something like that.
I can try and calm the crowd down and say like, "We've got this. You guys are in safe hands." Kind of
Okay.
thing.
I would say you're going to try and roll for then.
What would I roll?
Rapport.
Okay, rapport. Any modifiers?
Nope. Unless you want to try and unless you feel like there's folk from your aspects.
No, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You rolled a 4. They have a opposition of, so it's not going to be successful unless you want to take a consequence. So you can basically succeed at a cost. So they'll calm, the crowd will calm, but you're going to take a minor consequence. It's going to be something that I'm going to be able to like turn against you, and it'll be something mental in this case because it is a case of the crowd, like
Okay.
of persuasion. So you can do that if you want, and you're not going to be able to take a minor consequence for a couple of scenes, either physical or mental.
I
So
think
you can
I'll
let
take
it
the
fail or do that.
consequence.
Take the
I think I'm
consequence.
Yep.
Okay. All right, yeah. So yeah, you go ahead and you're just like, stay behind me, and you look behind you, and you look into the eyes of several of the crowd. You see your aunt behind them, and just transfer that feeling for her, even though you've got your issues right now. You need to defend them, and you push that in through your eyes, and you look at them, and they're just like, okay, she's got this. She's a professional. But then they also look at you, and they see a 19-year-old, and they're like, you know what? She needs our help. So the crowd is not panicked.
Oh, wow.
The consequence here is that the crowd is now it's an angry crowd.
Yeah, banding behind me.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, this is the exact opposite of what I wanted, but I'm kind of like, I'm rolling with it, like, 'cause I feel like they're angry. I'm like, yeah, we got this. We're human, yeah. And I'm like going with it.
All right, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and note on your character sheet a consequence of an angry crowd. 2. Okay. All right, so that's Peace's turn. Now it's gonna be the augurs. The augurs are going to try and move past you. This one is going to try and engage with you.
Mhm.
These two are going to try and move up past you. To start with, this augur here is going to try and just like pistol whip you. So he's going to roll for his fight. 4DF. I'm professional at this. So he gets a 3. Would you like to try and defend yourself?
So
So-
how would I do that?
So you're gonna look at your skills here, and you're gonna see, what can you defend yourself with. So for you, it would pretty clearly be a physique roll. You're just gonna use your sheer strength and just be like, ha ha ha, your attacks have no effect against me, or that's gonna be at least.
Yeah.
So you can just roll a physique if you'd like. You can try and call aspects, but it's not necessary. So you roll a 3, which means that since you're defending, you have the advantage. So he is going to be unsuccessful. He just kind of like hits you, and you just like lean out of the way, and just
Yeah.
he's just completely whiffs it. Meanwhile, the angry crowd, as these guys try and move through, they're gonna push back, so they're not gonna be able to go into the next zone. These ones are gonna move up, and they're gonna still kind of be kept back by the crowd as well. That you've managed to anger the entire crowd, since it's everywhere. Not anger,
Yeah.
but they're coming to your defense.
Hell yeah.
So they're gonna start opening fire on the crowd.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god, that is not good.
We're just gonna do one roll for all doing this. For DF, we're gonna give it. They're gonna work as a team, so they're gonna get a +4, and they only get a 1. So the crowd actually manages. Somebody gets like a little. Probably are gonna end up with a little tinnitus as a gunshot goes off in their ear. But otherwise, everyone seems to be okay for the moment.
Stormtroopers.
I gave him +4 too. Damn it. So let's see, whose turn now was it? We had Squid with the next highest.
Okay. They're like aiming at the guys, right? Or at the crowd, right?
They're aiming at the crowd to try and get them to try and scare them off.
Okay. I think immediately I want to use the crowd as cover, not cover, but like that their vision is skewed by the crowd. I think I want to go invisible right away.
Okay. All right, so that's gonna be your action. Just go invisible.
Well, I'm going to go invisible, and then I'm going to get behind them, probably about like right here-ish.
Okay. All right, so give me a stealth roll to begin with. I assume you're gonna use your
My multiplier.
your
or
void
whatever.
stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I got a stunt that's wrapped in void +2 stealth.
Mhm.
I'm going to use that right away. So I will use stealth with a modifier +2.
Okay. And you got a 6. So yes, the passive opposition there was 4. So you get you succeed. You can end up there. If you want, if you succeed with style, which means that if you by more than 3, you can create an advantage as well. So, for example, if you go into stealth and you succeed with style,
Mhm.
you would maybe be able to like do some kind of bamboozle where you can distract as you come out or something, which would give somebody else on your team an advantage to their attacks. So if you wanted to, you can bump that up somehow. So you could either invoke the crowd, or you could. That would probably be what it would be. It would probably be you spend a fate point and invoke the angry crowd and use them to bump your skill your roll up even higher. Or you can just take it as it is.
You know, I'm going to. I'm gonna bump it up even higher.
Okay, so you're down to 2 fate points. You start with 3 by default. Let's squid out. Got 3 refresh, and now you have 2 fate points. Okay, so yeah, you end up over there, and you can create an advantage. What kind of advantage would you like to create?
I think I'm going to give me a second. Give me a second.
So keep in mind that Cal is going to be able to go after you. If you want to do some kind of womp, this would be a good opportunity.
I think can I invoke that before I went into the void, possibly?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking before I summoned void arrows.
Yeah, we could say yeah. You just hand some void arrows to him and go, here, you'll need these,
Yeah.
and just.
And then I disappeared and then went to where I'm at.
Okay, and then since you succeeded with style, I'll let you go ahead and attack as well.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, so I'm gonna attack this guy right here then.
Okay.
And I'm going to, I'm behind him. I'm just gonna try doing one of those fancy dancy little neck snaps. You know what I mean?
What skill are you using for this?
Fight.
Using your fight skill. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your fight.
Okay.
You got a 3. Gonna roll. He's gonna roll his fight as well. Yeah. He gets a 0. So yeah, you succeed with style again.
Bam.
So you just go ahead and take him right out. We'll go ahead and mark him as dead. Hopefully I can get this too. Nope. Heck, can't get the marks. Roll 20. Why? Okay. Yep. You go ahead and take that guy out. So then it's Cal's turn.
All right.
So Henrik here, you've got a free invoke on these void arrows that he gave you for this round. It's gonna just bump up whatever you do with those arrows by 2.
Okay, I'm gonna basically go all in. I'm gonna do 0 hesitation and try for like a try shot, like right on these guys. Just jump over the table and just bam, bam, bam.
Did we say that was from stealth?
Yeah, I think we did. I'm not sure why. It's really more of just a pure physical attack. Like he's just combat starts. He's just like bam.
Okay.
A 1-off.
Just first attack plus 2.
Yeah.
Bam. All right, that's fine. Yeah. All right. So go ahead and give me a roll on your archery then.
All right, archery and a modifier for 2.
And yep, with that plus 2 modifier. Nine. Holy shit! I
You
don't
just
even
took
need
out
to
the
roll.
whole room. See you
You succeed
later.
with style. Yeah. I will let you just go ahead and finish off these 4 right here, if that's
Nice.
what you want, or you can create an
sure is.
advantage. Okay. Yep. Yeah. You go ahead and do that then. They're all dead.
That's what I
Well,
like
they're
to
taken
see.
out. They're taken out. We don't need to say they're dead at this point in time, unless you want them to be dead. 'Cause
They're
with
dead.
9,
They're
they're
He
dead.
kills people.
Okay.
Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, he's not there next. Question there. They're dead. Okay, well, you guys have just cleaned up your side of the map. Shit.
We make a good team. Yeah.
So, on the other side, that's that. So that's that turn. So we're moving on to the next turn. One of these living ones over on this right side is gonna yell out, "We've got to get him! Push forward!" And it's now Alexis's turn.
So which guy yelled out? we gotta get him?
It was the one standing right in front of you, because he can see pretty much what everything is.
Punch him in the
So-
mouth.
Yeah, I was about to do that. So, like, as he like starts yelling, I just wind back and with all of my strength to try and punch him out of the building.
All right, where are you aiming anywhere in particular? Like,
Just
body shot,
stomach.
headshot. Okay, stomach.
Just
You just. All right.
Yeah.
Center mass. All right, give me a physique roll then. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you're so strong.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna
Hercules,
take it out. Like,
Hercules.
you take him out, no question. You can go ahead and like. So here's a couple options for you since you succeeded with style. You can create an advantage. You can grab him instead of punching him and just throw him into somebody else.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Okay.
So like I like pick him up and just chuck him at the two in front closest to the tables
Okay.
and try and go for both of them at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. So this guy's definitely taken out for sure. These two are both gonna roll athletics to try and get out. For DF. And they're gonna miss. And definitely miss. Okay, yeah. So they both get hit. The one is also taken out. This guy kind of ends up over here. He's gone. And then this one gets taken out too. Did you kill these guys, do you think? Or
I'd say just knocked out.
okay, these guys are just knocked out. We'll go ahead and change their. I'll do that one instead. All right, and this one is actually going to take 2 stress here, so, like right on the verge. He's not looking so hot. He just like it's clipped, but he's still holding the line. As you guys are kind of doing this, the skylight is actually going to blow out. So glass is going to kind of rain down everywhere, and a guy is going to come in, just like rappelling, like right down from the roof. And if I get this guy, I'll grab him real quick. All right, yeah, and he just kind of comes right down in between Mayor Watkins and Inspector Sterling. Shows up right there, and he just like kicks Inspector Sterling, who so far has just kind of been guarding the mayor, just to distract him, knock him back. He's gonna roll fight. For DF. He's gonna get a 4, so he's gonna go ahead and land that hit, knock him off balance. He's gonna grab Mayor Watkins and then extend, just kind of shoot back up the rappelling ladder, or the rappel line. By his time next turn, he will be gone. It is now Woodsmith's turn. Oh, actually, they still have turn. They're gonna try and push through the crowd a little bit. So they're gonna roll for a physique, I think. For F. And they don't get anywhere.
They're not
These
really
guys.
good guards.
Does,
They're
does the
Yeah.
crowd does the crowd see my display of like knocking two guys out with one dude, and they just like start cheering and like yeah,
They're just like, yeah, Swanson, you got this. We got your back.
and, like Swanson's like yes, I'm doing it, guys, I'm doing it.
and I'm sitting over.
Swanson's gonna be a household name.
I'm sitting over here on our side, going, I gave that guy arrows.
Yeah, I'd rather people not know that I just killed like 4 people. Like fellow humans straight through the skull, just good.
Yeah, they're not even looking. Like there are definitely people in front of you. Like the crowd is like all of this, like all in here is the crowd, but like they're all paying attention to Alexis. Every single
That's-
one.
For
Damn
the
it.
best.
Like flexing her muscles, like yep, I'm doing this, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah. So yeah, you do that. Their turn is over.
What's up?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
I'm curious, what happened to these guys up here? What was going on with Watson and?
So Inspector Sterling He was kind of on guard, waiting for anybody to, and really like defending the mayor
Uh-huh.
because he's a cop right now, and the mayor's there, so that's what he feels like his job is. And he just kind of got utterly surprised by this dude who just rips down this rappel line, kicks him in the face, and then he grabs Watkins
And he's
at
going
sword
back
point.
up.
Yeah, and he's about to go back up.
Okay. And so the red line's a door that's
The red line is like there's like a tiny banister, so like it would take a bit to get over, but it's mostly just a zone change. It's not like there's anything you need to bust through or anything like that. You just kind of hop over the banister.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do. Oh no, I don't want to do that.
Wait.
So,
Could you make a special arrow to cut through the zip line?
So yeah, so that's what I want to do. I want to move up to Henrik.
Okay, so that's free because you're in the same zone, so no big deal.
And I want to reach into the void.
Okay.
And grab a bolo arrow. So you shoot it, right? And then mid-flight, the arrow will kind of explode and turn into a bolo. And with razor wire in between, hopefully to cut the zip line.
Sick.
Okay, so yeah, let's roll your what did we call that?
So I have an aspect of keeping everything in the void storage, but doesn't add anything. So it would be void storage.
Your resources. Yeah, so
yeah,
roll
pulling
resources
out of the
then.
resources with no modifier.
2. Yeah, you grab it out.
Sweet.
You successfully create an advantage, which is bolo wire, which you then hand to Henrik, whose turn it now is. So you can take advantage of that if you'd like,
Okay.
and you will get a bonus to attacking that. Really anything you use on that thing, but specifically, I assume the zip line.
Yeah, I'm aiming for like the top of the zip line.
Okay.
With archery. So what's the modifier?
So it'll be +2 to that then.
So 2. Okay.
You get 5. The guy is gonna try and do something here. He's gonna do some funny business. Let me just take a look at what this guy can do.
Should just aim for his head. I think that's when I kind of like
Well, that's why I
nudged
was aiming for
Henrik.
the top because I figured he was gonna like slash the arrow away or something silly.
Yeah, he's gonna just try and speed boost to beat the arrow up the wire.
Gotcha.
So he's gonna roll for speed. 4DF. He only gets a 2, so he doesn't make it in time.
Hell
Do I
Go.
get flare?
Do you succeed with style there? Yes, you succeed with style.
Sweet.
So you go ahead and you cut the wire with your arrow. He's taken the mare up with him, but he's fast, but he's not that fast carrying a mare. So he falls back down, holding onto this now limp rappel line, and he lands just flat. He's on his feet. The mayor kind of collapses to his knees. Sterling is kind of over here now. I'm going to go ahead and define the advantage for you as unsteady fall. So if you can somehow take advantage of that within the next turn, that'll be a free invoke for you.
What was it? Unsteady fall? Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. I got you.
So he's just collecting himself at the moment. Okay. Yeah, Alexis, it's your turn.
So I noticed that something's happening up on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And how big are the tables?
They fit 6 comfortably, so I'm not sure exactly. Maybe 10 feet across. That sounds about right. Like
So
they're round tables.
I kind of run up, grab one of the tables and lift it, and just try and peg it at the dude that's just attacked and try to take the mayor away.
Okay. So you're gonna chuck a 10-foot table
Hmm
at this dude who's standing right next to the mayor.
Actually,
I just want to be
my
clear. I just want to be clear.
I hear a voice that sounds vaguely like Pen, and it sounds like my bad idea brain. So I turn around and put the table down, and I look at the two guys that are by the angry crowd, and just kind of look at that dude, and I decide that I'd rather keep. I think that Henrik and Gavin have the mayor covered, and try and take out these guys near the angry crowd.
Okay.
So I like confidently, because I'm still like hyped up from
right
the last stuff. So I walk up to these guys and just like try and grab them and just like bang their heads together. And knock them out.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Good that you have Fen as your conscience.
Yeah.
I was really hoping you'd be like, yes, that is what I want to do.
I wanted to, but I really didn't want to hit the mayor. Like,
honestly, the way your rolls have been going, you would have done it with freaking style.
Yeah.
Like,
if I hit this amazing, I'm gonna be upset with myself. And you.
All right, let's see. So you're gonna be rolling, and then they're gonna be teaming up to try and defend.
I'm rolling for physique, correct?
You're gonna roll for physique. Yep.
Okay.
4. Okay. So they're gonna get a +3 here. Damn.
These guys are like just pawns. Pawns.
I mean, they are, but they're really pawns. Okay, yeah. You go ahead and you take them and you just go bonk, and like through their helmets, they're out. You're just so strong they can't even. So you go ahead and knock them out. Which leaves just the one guy who's kind of over here. And he's
let the crowd take care of him.
Can I? Have I done my move, or can I walk up to him and subdue him because he's weak?
Yeah, the head bash was your move there.
Okay.
Okay, so it's their turn. Let's see. So this guy with the sword, he's going to move into Alexis's zone. He's going to leave the mayor behind. Ignore Sterling. He's going to roll for speed to try and get an attack, to try and get a move in the next zone.
Is unsteady fall still a thing?
Unsteady fall is still a thing. It's going to be a thing until after your turn.
Okay.
Anyone can invoke anything on this, for a fate point, but Cal, you can do it for free because you're the one who created the advantage on him.
So it's something that I invoke.
Yeah, you can just do it for free. Like, so if you attack him and somehow, use his unsteadiness to your advantage, that's fine. And if anyone else attacks him, they can use it too.
Okay.
But they'll pay a fate point where you won't.
Gotcha.
So he's gonna roll for his speed, which is a plus there. So he gets 4, so that's gonna be successful. Position of 2. So he comes into the zone. He's behind the crowd, and he just he's gonna attack the crowd on his way out. He's gonna just do this like leap thing over the crowd to try and end up here, next to his comrade, who's still conscious, though barely. And he's just gonna slash down at the crowd. Clearly active opposition to him. So he's gonna roll an athletics for his jumping slash. Excuse me. 4DF. 6, and the opposition there was a 3, so he succeeds with style. So he cuts down. He severely injures 2 or 3 people. It doesn't shake the crowd's resolve at all. But let's see. The mayor's aide is the one who gets hit primarily. So Mr. Generator,
Oh no, not generator.
He's mortally wounded at this point. So he lands. He gets to define an advantage, and his advantage is what fall. So he's just basically negating the advantage you had on him.
All right, so that's gone now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then it is Voidsmith's turn.
All right. So I think I know where he's headed. He's going towards the door. We could all see that. I think what I want to do is I want to go invisible and then go next to the door, right in the middle.
So you're gonna kind of move into the zone, into his other zone.
Yeah, go into the other zone using the action. But can I go invisible before I go over there?
Yeah, I'll let you do that as like a simultaneous.
Okay. Should I roll for stealth?
Yes.
Okay. With the modifier 2.
Mm-hmm. There we go. So you do not go stealth.
But I can still go there.
Yeah. The opposition there was a 4.
Okay.
So you can end up there. So you're just kind of blocking his path.
Oh, good luck, buddy.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to have a trap card there. Didn't work out like I planned.
You don't have to go there. If you want to change your mind about stealth fail, like somebody's like, hey, he's trying to go stealthy over there.
I'd rather just stay by the door just in case. I have some fight in me.
All right. So then Cal, Mr. Heinrich over there, it's your turn.
I don't really have many fancy stunts, so I'm just going to try and get a shot like on his leg, like by like his foot.
Okay.
So I'll just take that shot.
Archery of 5. He's going to defend with athletics, which is what I just rolled last. Perfect. So yes, you get him. He's going to take 1 stress damage from that.
Nice.
So basically what that means is you're going to shoot at his legs, and he's going to just like kind of sidestep. Like he just like hears the twang and just goes like dance move style. So that took 1 stress box from him. And he's going to keep continuing on as normal. That's going to bring us to Alexis's turn.
So Alexis is feeling pretty like guilty and angry because he's just hurt this crowd that she's accidentally got angry and using them to fight with her. So she feels pretty guilty about it. So she gets pretty angry. So she tries to she moves in front of him and blocks his way and attempts to push him backwards and subdue him a bit.
Okay. Did you want to do that as an attack, or do you want to try and get him to submit?
Get him to submit.
Okay, so let's see what you got.
Physique.
I'd say it's more of an intimidation.
I have no. Oh, do I?
No, you don't see it on here.
Yeah.
So you can, if you want to you can roll physique at mediocre and spend a fate point and just bump it up. Using that, you can use that angry crowd. That's really giving you an extra fire in your eye.
Okay. So what would I roll?
So you'd roll your mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
And then give it a +2 bonus. Take a fate point off your page. You're down to 1 for now.
Oof.
So you got a 0. So nope. You're gonna roll.
19-year-old girl walks up.
I mean, hey, it might happen the way I've been. So he's gonna roll. So that's 4.
I swear to God, if it's -2, I'm gonna lose it.
Please.
Okay.
Oh, God.
He succeeds with style, and actually, so you move in front of him, and you're look. He's a little taller than you. He just brandishes his sword and just stares you dead in the eye, and you just feel a little bit of what am I doing? What? This isn't who I am. Just that self-doubt. Self-doubt.
Yeah.
So he's got that advantage on you. Anything else you want to do before your turn's over? That would have been your action. So just if you want to say anything or
Just cry.
like RP wise.
I just kind of like I look at him and I'm like I look at his sword and I look at my own hands and I think I'm not invulnerable. He could slice me. What am I doing? And I like kind of like look at anybody else to try and help me because now I realize I'm out of my depth.
All right. Okay, yeah. So he's got the out of my depth bonus on you. I forget the word for it. And it's their turn. So
Oh shit.
She was terrified.
So as I do this, I just want to, because the Voidsmith is in the same zone, you now are able to work with her. So if something happens where you want to interpose yourself or somehow interrupt one of these, you can do that.
Can I do that now?
Like for the intimidation?
Before it's... Well, no, never mind.
Yeah, because that was like you would have had to like jump in front of Alexis and be like,
Yeah.
"Don't intimidate him,"
Yeah.
because that was really her intimidation attack.
Yeah, I'll hold on.
Okay, so this guy here is gonna invoke that benefit, and he's going to attack you with his shoot skill. He's just gonna walk up to you and just be like, "Ah, I see it. I see the fear in your eyes." And
He's from Alabama, everybody. Let him go. I see the fear. I will shoot you right in the face.
Exactly. So he'll get a +3. Did that happen? Yeah. So if you would like to, you can dodge, you can block, depends what skill you want to try and stop it. He got a 2.
I'd roll for block it.
Block
So
it.
that would so what would that be?
If you wanted to block it, I would say physique. If you want to just try and absorb it, just superpowers, then physique.
Mm-hmm.
Like she punches the bullet.
Basically. Just like stands there like Superman.
Ooh,
Oh
hello.
my gosh.
Yeah, you succeed with style. He shoots you and it just like bounces off, goes just right off your shoulder. He's still not doing so hot. So if you would like, you can take him out of the fight at this.
Yeah, I would.
Does that like
Yeah.
give her her confidence back?
Yeah, your confidence is restored. He used the benefit, so that's done. So yeah, you just take him out. He's unconscious.
Like the bullet bounces off of me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have superpowers. I forgot about this. And then, like, you see the bolster come back in me. So so he's knocked out. Is he knocked
Alright.
out? Or
He's
do I
knocked
have
out.
to
Yep.
think?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just bounces off. It bounces off you, and you're just like, oh, right, and you just like slap him with the back of your hand, and he just falls to the ground, just like crumples. You basically flick him in the forehead. Is basically what happened there.
And I look at him like, no, don't do that. Bad, naughty.
Bad.
Yeah.
Slaps his
So, this guy, the sword guy, who's the last enemy standing, is going to attack Voidsmith with speed. He's just gonna bum rush you, basically.
I made a mistake, guys.
And basically, he's trying to get past you, so he's not. If you like were to try and move out of the way, he would not like follow through on the attack.
Is there any way that I can do a defense by summoning like a shield or something?
You can use your resources, yes, to try and defend.
So I think I see this happening and I'm like, damn it. I really messed this one up. So I'm like, okay, I'm reaching in and I want to pull out a void shield.
Okay.
Frantically reaching in your bag. Come on, come on.
Where's that?
Where is it? I know it's here somewhere.
So,
All right. Well, he rolls a 4.
and I roll a
4.
4.
All right. He is going to take a consequence here. To bump that up.
Okay.
For the victory. So he's going to succeed at a cost. So he's gonna basically just zip up. He's got like little sparks coming out of his feet as he's just moving really quick. Like not the flash speed, but he's quick.
Mm.
So he runs up on you. You just get your shield up in time. He brings a sword down right on the shield. It scrapes across. It's a really bad sound, like nails on a chalkboard times 10.
Mhm.
He comes back around and just like plants a foot on the shield. Are you holding the shield, or is this something that's just like kind of
Like-
on the ground?
Like last second, I was like, oh, I got it, and I
And you're
pulled
holding it
out.
up to block.
I just pulled it out to block. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got the circle, the void circle isn't even closed yet. You haven't even really drawn your hand out of it. And you get your shield up just in time. There's this screech of metal on some otherworldly surface.
Mhm.
And then he just immediately, without any question, he's clearly fought like this before. He plants a foot, like jumps up, plants a foot on the top, and just jumps over you through a window over top of the main entryway to the door. He bursts through the glass and is out. He's out of the scene.
I tried. Damn it.
So that is, the combat encounter is over at this point. So just to recap what happened, you guys were, you're having your ceremony, stuff's happening, you're meeting people, talking, your friends are there, people are not getting paid back. Suddenly, these guys bum rush in, try and attack. Henrik just takes out like 6 dudes.
With my arrows.
With
we-
Voidsmith's
we-
arrows.
We freaking nailed it, man.
Thank you.
Alexis solo
Look at
takes
the
on.
difference, though. The left side, everyone's dead. The right side, everyone's knocked out. You can tell who was where. Whoops.
So
Whoops.
Alexis got the crowd super mad. They were like, "You can't hurt our girl," and they started fighting. The mayor's aide is in critical condition still. He's being rushed to the hospital. Took a really nasty sword cut.
Oh,
He's definitely gonna be scarred. Yeah. Poor Steven Generator or whatever his name was. Scott
We
Generator.
don't
Scott
even
Generator.
remember his name.
At this point, Peace, your consequence that you took of angry crowd, you can change that now to something like, I got it, like, need to protect the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have it. Doing.
I'm trying to delete it.
Click on it and delete it.
Is that how you do it?
You gotta select it. Yeah, I've just been selecting them and select the move and then just deleting them. But it doesn't matter because we're just the scene for now anyway.
Oh,
So, you guys are gonna kind of collect yourselves, meet up again with each other, and we'll go to the scene. And so you guys kind of meet up, like, and what do you say? What happens?
What
That guy just escaped.
What the hell was that?
Looks like they were after the mayor.
Yeah. So
That was-
and go on. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, Gavin, that was some good shit.
I didn't get him though. I really tried.
And barely anybody was hurt. No one was killed.
Except for the enemies. I didn't know we were a killing squad. Thought we were a knocking out squad.
I protected the people who were in danger the way that I know.
But does that make us really good?
I think it does.
At this point, before your moral dilemma reach any other kind of decision, Inspector's name I forget. Inspector
Gadget?
Inspector Gadget. Inspector Matt Sterling comes up to you. You've seen him before. You're familiar that he is a cop. He's got the badge. He's part of the
He's useless.
he's part of the Virtue City Constabulary, which is basically the police department in the reformed city. And he is you know that he's your point of contact. You haven't actually met him yet, but you've been told that he's the one who's going to be handling he's basically your liaison with the so he comes up and he sighs and just claps you. Who does he clap on the back? Who does he walk up to first? Probably I don't feel like he'd be able to walk up behind Henrik.
I was closest to the back there.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna walk
you
up.
said we're all together anyway, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
So I think he's gonna kind of walk up and clap Gavin on the back. Just good job, guys. That was crazy. I don't know how they got in here. No uptick in chatter about attacks in this district.
Did you have a good nap? I don't know.
Are you gonna say that to him?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Excuse me?
He doesn't say anything. He just fucking stares.
He's
at
gonna
him.
point back to the mayor, who's like got his hands on his hips, just looking over the crowd, just shaking his head. It's like, I was protecting the mayor.
I thought that's what me and Gavin were doing.
I thought that was what Mr. Generator was doing.
Yeah, it's a real shame about Mr. Generator. He took a really nasty wound there. Saw the paramedics off with him. They're not sure if he's gonna make it.
Alexis kind of like looks off, like tries to extract from the conversation because she doesn't really want to hear that. 'Cause she still feels guilty about it.
He's gonna roll his empathy. He doesn't really notice that you're going through right now. He's gonna look between the three of you. Look, this kind of attack, we can't let it happen. The augurs have been getting more and more, but this is unheard of. To go after the mayor like this, something's got to be up.
Who is the guy in the suit?
I'm not sure. I can look up our files here, but I don't have a name for him on record. I don't recognize his face or his power set.
What do you think his role is in the organization?
Well, he seemed like he had more going on than any hitters.
Yeah.
Anyone with a superpower in the augur organization tends to be more than just a grunt.
Any threats towards the mayor recently?
None more than usual.
Anything that stands out?
I mean, I'm not really on protection detail, so I'm not really tuned in, but I can do a bit of research. I can put my ear to the ground in the constabulary. Should have come up with a better word for that because I can't say that word.
What do you want us to do now? What's our next move?
Well, clearly we got to strike back. We can't allow this kind of thing to happen. It's just going to embolden more attacks in the future.
So if
And
we
there's
don't
a cat
have
around somewhere.
if we don't have a middle ground, does that mean we go straight for Emperor Augur?
Oh, that's a good one. We've been trying that for a year. If we could take Augur now, well, that would be something.
I don't remember you guys having backup in the last year.
I like that pun there. That's good.
Yeah, that was
I know.
really
Yeah, I came up with it myself.
He's gonna think about that for a second. Like, we've had lots of
Oh, I see what
Alexis
you did
turns
there.
over and
He
is like,
claps.
tunes back into the conversation, like, yeah, that was great. I love that.
So, yeah, he's gonna say, no, I think we just got to take out this branch. They must have set up a new branch that's just feeling really, really emboldened. We gotta do some research here. My ear to the ground and find out what I can. In the meantime, I suggest you guys find out where that cat noise is coming from, and maybe you could interrogate some of these. I think some of them are still alive, right?
Yeah.
Real quick, do I have to focus on the cat noise thing, or is that outside the game?
That's outside the game.
Okay, I didn't know. Like, are we hearing like a cat
Gavin goes off
sidekick
looking
is
for a
hanging
cat.
out? Yeah, I heard
good,
something
good.
over here. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple people that we we knocked out. Maybe we should
Alexis rolls her
interrogate
eyes.
them.
All right. So yeah, you're gonna go over and try and interrogate them. Are you gonna do that together, or are you gonna each take somebody different, or what's your strategy here?
I can intimidate.
Yeah, I was gonna say Henrik
I mean,
is pretty like hardcore. I think he should be the one that takes the lead on that one.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna pick out one. All you're gonna just talk to all of them. What's the plan then?
No, I'm gonna take the one that's wounded aside.
Okay, that one that you or that she threw the dude into.
That we
Yeah,
threw
she,
the
like-
dude into.
All right. So what are you saying to him? He kind of comes to and he's bound. He's not going anywhere.
How you feeling?
I feel like I got hit by a truck.
Alexis like smiles like, yeah.
we're like fist bumping on the side.
Yeah. It looks like only about half of you guys even made it alive.
Well, glad I'm on this half then.
He is from Alabama. I knew it.
Looks like your boss left you to die here.
He's gonna stare. Are you? What's the scene? Are you sitting down?
I'm like sort of, like squatting down in front of him.
All right, he's just kind of like sitting there, hands bound.
Yeah.
He's gonna look up at you and just like he's not really gonna spit, but he's gonna do one of those like just not say anything.
You gonna tell me who that was?
Don't reckon I will.
Can I use intimidate?
You sure can. Roll for it.
You want me to get Alexis back in here?
All right, and he's gonna roll will to try and. He's gonna look away. It's like, all right. Look, don't get all crazy eye on me. What do you want to know?
I want to know who the guy with the sword is who wounded a bunch of innocent people.
That's Silver Flash.
Except one more time.
It's Silver Flash.
Okay, gotcha.
Can't accent.
Flash or flash?
I heard flash.
Silver Flash.
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 Can we take a minute just to say Silver Flash a million times? Oh my
Silver Flash.
Silver Flash.
In the flash.
Silver flash. Flash? Flash. Like Alexis and Gavin are just like behind him as like he's intimidating, and then we're just like flash.
Flash, flash, flash.
Are you sure I don't have mental stress at this point?
All right, yeah. Silver Flash.
wait.
Flash or flash?
It's all
Silver
been
Flash.
We've been derailed. We don't even know
Silver
what's going
Flash.
on anymore.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
That's who it was.
Okay.
He's a lieutenant.
Hmm.
He took over. Told us we had to come in here. Yep.
Why did you have to come in here?
Can you roll notice? You can all roll notice too if you'd like. You all are watching.
I don't have that, so mediocre.
Yeah.
Or investigate.
Notice.
Okay.
Ooh, squid.
All right, Cal.
Ooh.
Yeah, you notice that you know he's not telling you the whole truth.
Come on, man. What aren't you telling me? Why are you guys here?
Look, you can't tell anyone else that I told you this or they will kill me.
Well, it's better than me killing you. So what's going on?
It's gonna like shrug. Yeah, it's not wrong. All right, look, we were supposed to capture Scion, all right?
And then Alexis is just like, excuse me? Who do you think you are?
She looks at her
You
hand.
can't even-
She's like,
Yeah. She knows my name. You can't touch it.
Look, I'm just following orders, all right? They told us to come in here. We were gonna grab Scion and get out.
I'm gonna turn to Gavin and be like, so they thought she was gonna be here, but she stepped out just before they showed up.
what was that
do you
deal with
think?
the mayor then?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's go back to the soldier guy.
Mhm.
So, why did Silverflush grab the mayor?
Like it was, I don't know. He's above my pay grade. We were just supposed to grab Scion. I guess he just figured he's a target of opportunity. Look, Silverflesh knows things I don't know.
Where is he?
I buy that.
What
You
did
guys have
say,
any?
Squid?
We gotta figure
Huh?
out where he's at now. Go get him.
Oh yeah. So where are you guys based?
Sorry, I'm reading my notes. Give me a second.
We're like we're waiting for the long sigh to just disappear.
Yeah, it's a long sigh, and I couldn't fast enough. It's look, I don't have a base, okay? They call us up, they tell us where to be. They give us the gear on site. They got a big old van that they give it all from. All I know is that last week we had to stop at this little shop, okay? It was out in the, give me the name of a district that's going to be pretty run down.
How about New Hope? It's kind of ironic.
Okay, yeah. It was out in New Hope, all right? Center District, this little shop. We stopped there. He went inside probably 20 minutes before we went out again, all right?
All right. I got nothing else. Unless you guys want to talk to him.
I think Alexis owes this guy one more hit. Yeah.
Whoa! Hey, I told you everything you. Don't let that crazy.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Okay,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna leave. Alexis, you got
And
this,
I
right?
stop moving
Yeah.
He's gonna start inching away. Like, come on, hey, come on, please. No, look, I told you everything. Please.
A big Wham logo pops up.
Yeah,
on his-
basically. Goes sliding across the floor.
Yeah.
People kind of look over. Well, I guess they didn't give him any. I guess well, Steve there didn't give her what she. Good man, Dad. So you just saved his life.
I
What do
think
you
we
guys
need to talk to Scion.
Yeah. That, and we need to go over to the gas station, or the store rather.
Storefront.
Yep.
Okay. So what are you doing here? What are you doing now?
I think I definitely want to talk to Scion. It's weird that she left just before this happened. She was a target.
She is not here. You don't have any means to contact her yourself.
No bat signal.
No bat signal.
How would we go about doing that?
Maybe we need to talk to the mayor.
Yeah. The mayor would probably be the only way, unless you want to try and roll contacts. Would probably be the only way that you would be able to get in contact with.
I have a fair contacts. I could try.
Try it.
Yeah, you don't know anyone who can who can contact her.
Damn it, Gavin.
So,
You pull out your cell phone and it's just got freaking Flappy Bird on it.
All right. So are you guys gonna try and talk to the mayor then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the hell? It can't hurt.